my name is Gabby, also known as Mrs. Pigeon. Welcome back, or if you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about my autumn favourites. So my last kind of like update / favourites video sort of spanned from spring to September, so I won't mention much about September. If you didn't see that video though, I did go to Thorpe Park and it was very weird because on every ride you had to wear masks. So the roller coaster pictures, we was all like covering. I know it's a pandemic, I know everyone's wearing masks, but when you think about roller coasters and stuff, you just don't picture people wearing them. It's very strange. But it was still a really fun time because I like Thorpe Park, as you guys probably know, so it's good. Moving on to October, it's one of my favourite times of the year because it's spooky season. So in the summer, I really wanted to do the sunflower picking, which I know is very like basic, but I absolutely love sunflowers. They are my favourite flower, as you can tell, and I never got to do it, but I did get to do the sort of autumn equivalent, which was picking pumpkins. It was very exciting to actually get to pick the pumpkins. I picked some from my friends as well. We didn't just get the orange ones, we got a white one. Actually, I've got them still. Why tell ya when I can show ya? Got this little green boy dressed like me. It's actually a squash, I think. A lot of the things at the farm are actually squashes, but this is cool. And this bad boy. The orange pumpkins, we brought home 3 and we carved 2, but the orange one got gooey. And then the ones we carved got green and fluffy within like 4 days. So they're all bunged in the bin now. Also, my fella and I became official in October as well. So that's nice. Then on to Halloweeny stuff. One of the things I did, which is annoying that I didn't film it, and I don't think I took pictures either, is I made some vegan vanilla and cinnamon cupcakes, and we made them look like pumpkins. So we put orange food dye in them and we put black icing on to look like the carvings and a little green thing on top of the stalk, and they were actually really nice. Not to toot my own horn, but they were actually quite nice. Of course, one of us, I don't mean us, myself and my friends, had to host a Halloween party, and I decided to do it because obviously I've moved out, so I haven't had a very good chance to host anything yet really because of the pandemic, the lockdown, the restrictions. But the restrictions weren't as strict in the UK at this point, so we were allowed to have gatherings of up to 6 people in one building. Had a Halloween party. Not all of my friends could make it, but it was still really good. I dressed up as Kim Possible because of the hair. I tried my best to straighten my hair. I bought what's it called? Hairspray. I bought hairspray specially and it did not do anything. I borrowed my sister's straighteners especially. I don't like putting heat in my hair, but I did especially for this. Bam, still wavy. But anyway, I was Kim K. Wait, Kim K. Did I say Kim K? Because I meant Kim P. Jack was Negan and he had the Lucille, he had the jacket. Oh my god, he looked good. My friend Chels came as Kimmy from Rugrats, and my friend Amelia came as a sumo in one of those inflatable sumo costumes. I didn't know she was dressing up as that, so when she came through the door, I lost it. We did video chat with the people who couldn't come. My friend Shannon dressed as Rey from Star Wars and James dressed as No Face from Spirited Away. So we were all a very weird mixture. We played Atmosphere, the board game. Y'all know I'm obsessed with that. Well, unless you're new, then you probably don't. And we played some Jackbox party games, and we played them with my friends via video chat. We did a little bit of decoration, but I was just too in the zone to film it, to be honest. I didn't really film a lot of it. On Halloween itself, it was just Jack and I, and it was quite chilled. Jack doesn't actually like a lot of horror stuff. We actually spent the day playing games, so it was very chill, very relaxed. We got takeaway, you know, all that. It was very nice actually. It was very weird not watching something scary on Halloween. Usually on Halloween I'd be doing something with my friends where we're watching loads of scary films, so it was very different this year, but it was still really lovely. Moving on to November, I did something that a lot of people in Britain, or maybe southern Britain, would absolutely love to do. I did a massive shop in B&M. I literally... That scared the hell out of me. I only went there for a couple of bits. Jack hadn't been before, so I was like, you've got to see this world. It's one of those shops where you go in there for a couple of things and you come out with like a trolley full of stuff. I actually filmed a haul for my friends in our group chat, so here's this. I got my fold-out table, I got my rainbow Tupperware, my retro clock, my bathroom shelf, fake plant, pegging, slipper socks, baskets, mixing bowls, twiglets, perfume, another shoe rack, whisk and tongs, toothbrush for Bay, shampoo, conditioner, moisturiser, tray, and some other bits for Christmas, but I'm not telling. I've also been decorating the flat a bit more. I think my problem was when I moved in, my priority was just getting stuff put away. So I didn't focus a lot on the decorations, apart from the bigger things that needed to be put up so that they're out the way. Bigger posters and paintings and such, they were all put up, and shelving, that was all put up. But the little details, I didn't really do. But now I've been working on that a lot more. I reckon by next year, after Christmas, when the Christmas decks are away, I could do a proper flat tour and really tie in the moving in vlog, which I was supposed to do in the summer, but let's be honest, this year's been topsy-turvy for everyone. So that is everything that I have been doing this autumn. It's not anything too exciting, but what can you expect in the world that we're currently living in? Now I want to move on to things that I've been buying, and I've bought some clothes. And one of the things I want to show you guys is something that I've been after for ages but haven't actually bought, which is this pair of tartan jeans. These are actually a bit too big for me. I wear them with a belt and they look quite nice baggy. I really like them. The pattern on them is really nice, perfect for this time of year. It's got all the like staple autumn and winter colours in them, apart from orange, but I make up for that. I got them from a charity shop. Like, what a find. But I think they're originally from New Look, but they look like, from the tag that says denim by 2. I got the jumper that I'm wearing, which is currently covered in fake snow from the Christmas tree. I got this off of Depop, but it's originally just says M. Originally from H&M. I think it's cropped. I can't tell because my torso's short. It's got thin material, so it's not too hot to wear and it's easy to layer with. It's a really good shade of green for this time of year. It's very flattering against ginger hair. Very good. I'm like a Christmas tree. Another jumper I got off Depop, which was originally also from H&M, is this mustard jumper, which is, whoa, the colours are well blown out on camera. It's actually more of an orange toned jumper. It just comes out for some reason, it's bright yellow. It's cropped, so it's a good length for me. I got this little playsuit, which I think is meant to be a spring summer playsuit, off of boohoo.com. Here it is. It's very nice. It's black with little dots all over it and white flowers. But I actually got it to wear over the top of jumpers, have cardigans layer on top and stuff, you know. And it's got a really flattering fit. It's sort of just fits around my waist and then it's all flowy at the bottom. So it's very cute. Now it's time for a mini Shein haul. No one asked for it, but this is what you get. Black Friday rolled around, didn't it? And I thought, oh, I can get a few bits. One of the things I got is this colour block shirt that has all these different colours all over it. I got a really big size because I thought they'd come up really small. This is massive. Luckily the material is really thin, so it'll be good to tuck in to bottoms. So that bit's sort of handled. Still nice though. Another shirt I got, my god, my cat is just staring at me. So as I was saying, 18-year-old me would be quaking, right? Look at this bad boy. I went through a phase where I wore like Victorian and Amish clothing, or looking clothing, and this would be definitely something I would love to have worn. But I saw it and I thought that looks really nice. It would look really cute under that playsuit I just showed. But also it'd be good for like a more formal occasion where I don't think a dress would be suited. Then I got some little bits and bobs. One of the things I got is this little crop top, black, strappy, with rainbow dinosaurs all over. Really cute. I really like it. I think I'll be more confident having my arms out this summer. Similarly, I got another vest top, which is another crop top, which is this bad boy. It's blue and it's got a sunshine on it. I think it's supposed to look like a tarot card, but I can't tell because I'm not that witchy. I love anything space, celestial, sun, moon stuff. I'm all over that, which brings me on to the next piece and the last piece. This black shirt, which has flowers on it and like a sort of solar system-y circle going on. I really like this. It's such a nice design and it really ties in with the tattoos on my arm with the flowers and the space stuff. Because it's black, you can sort of wear it any time of the year, which is handy dandy. And the last things I've really been buying are decorative stuff, like what I got in B&M and some of the decks I put up. I've bought so many fake vines and other fake plants. It's ridiculous. I have watched so much stuff during the second lockdown and all that. Two of the movies I want to talk about that I really enjoyed are 21 and 22 Jump Street, which I've never seen before, but Jack introduced them to me. And I had no idea what they were about before I watched them, and I just wasn't interested, I guess. I didn't expect much, but I actually found them both really funny, and it was nice to see My Name is Jeff in its original form. So I actually didn't realise it was from that film. So when it happened, I was like, what? So yeah, pleasantly surprised. I do like to be proven wrong when it comes to stuff like that. I've also rewatched the Bridget Jones series, just to introduce Jack to it really. I actually hadn't watched Bridget Jones ever until I think a couple of years ago, and I watched it with my sister. So that was something, again, it didn't sound very good to me in my head when I heard about them. But then when I watched them, I really enjoyed them. We haven't watched the baby one, Bridget Jones' baby one. I've seen that before, but we couldn't get a hold of it legally. So we haven't watched it, but still really good. And moving on to TV shows, I watched The Haunting of Bly Manor. If you guys have been on my channel before, you know how obsessed I am with The Haunting of Hill House. I love that. That's my favourite horror series. It's so good. Really tugs at your heartstrings. It's got a very complex storyline at first, and then it all sort of ties in. You're like, whoa, this is so good. And Haunting of Bly Manor did the exact same thing. I don't know what I was expecting anything else. It's by the same people with pretty much all the same actors. If you've seen the Hill House series and you're like, do I want to watch the Bly Manor series? Might not be as good. I wanted a Hill House too. Just watch it. It's really good. It's a bit like Hill House in that it looks like a horror ghost show, but it's actually got underlying storyline of like psychological issues and grief, whereas this one's got a different underlying storyline hiding in there, but I won't say it because it's new and I don't want to spoil it. I just say watch it. It's beautiful. It will probably make you cry. It will definitely give you some spooks, but it's so good. And I've also watched season 9 and 10 of The Walking Dead. I was planning to catch up on it because I fell about a season and a half behind. After that, I just didn't watch it because loads of stuff happened in 2019, and then I just fell behind and didn't think about catching back up. And then I was thinking about it. Jack's really far behind on The Walking Dead, so I was showing him random clips. And then on YouTube, on my recommended, not even on my search, just my recommended, massive spoiler for season 9, the end of season 9. I was so annoyed. And then I was like, oh, I might as well watch it now, because I know what happens. Watched it, bawled my eyes out. It's the season 9, episode 15 thing, so if you're on The Walking Dead, you'd know what that is, and it's harrowing and horrible. The whole thing with the Whisperers is really good. Like, a lot of people stopped watching after the Negan stuff. And I'll admit it got a bit, I wouldn't say boring, but it just got a bit too different. It felt like you're watching a different show. But this really brought it back, the Whisperer stuff. Like, really scary stuff. If you've fallen behind on The Walking Dead, you've got to watch up to the Whisperers. It's so good. I also rewatched probably my favourite series possibly ever, which is Afterlife. You guys probably know what that is by now, especially if you're from the UK. It's a sort of sad drama with underlying dark humour about grief, and it's so beautifully portrayed. It's written by Ricky Gervais and he stars in it. I've mentioned this before, so I won't talk about the actual premise too much, but it's so good. And I think if you're sort of alone in lockdown or you're a bit down, what the hell? I have absolutely no idea what that alarm was for. Well, that moment's ruined, isn't it? I think a show like Afterlife is pretty good for it because I think it shows grief really well, and I think a lot of people have grieved this year, myself included, but for other reasons. It's a very good show to represent that really well. It is funny as well, so you've got the little chuckles in there. Obviously, it's got very sad tones to it. You do leave it feeling better, I think. Obviously, I can't speak on behalf of everyone, but I recommend it for those very reasons. So that's that. The games I've been playing are games that I've mentioned before. They're not particularly brand new games. Well, one of them definitely isn't. But one of them is Super Mario Galaxy 2. That's actually what I was playing on Halloween with Jack. That's scary in its own right for me because I find the black holes really scary. No, I don't want to do this, boo. What? I'm really scared of strange things, even as an adult. And very recently, I've been replaying Zelda Breath of the Wild to show Jack what that game's. They're both to show Jack what the games are like. Breath of the Wild is my favourite Zelda game. It's not really a Zelda game. It's more like a survival game, but it's so good. Like, every little detail has been well thought out. Even down to the cooking. You can get lost in it for hours. In fact, when I've done shooting this, I'm going to play it for a bit. I love that game as well. And I want to end the video with talking about art. A lot of people find me through my art, and I'm going to make the channel a bit more art related, but still keep the favourites, and then maybe do like days in life, weeks in life, routines and stuff here and there. So I've been working on some art videos. I'm not going to show them. I've been working on the 6 fan art challenge, even though I'm very behind on that. and I'm not going to show any clips because you're going to see it in the video and I don't want to spoil it. And I've been planning on doing the Teeny Weeny challenge, which is the challenge where you draw smaller and smaller and smaller on paper. I'm going to be doing a new bullet journal for next year, and I'm going to make that kind of more artsy looking because it's a bit plain for this year. I did a little tattoo piece I drew from scratch. I told the tattoo artist Jackie that I usually go to that I wanted a bigger piece next time I see her. So it's going to be a big piece on my arm, and I'll of course show it whenever I get it done. I'm hoping to get it done around January. I just wanted to do a piece to be like, that's who I am and I'm not ashamed, because why should I be ashamed, sort of thing. That is it for everything I want to talk about regarding autumn and all that. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, then thank you again, even more, doubly thanks. If you enjoyed what you saw, then give the video a like. If you'd like to show it to your buddies, go ahead. If you'd like to see the rest, you can subscribe to The Pigeon's Nest. Let me know what you want to see next, because I always run out of ideas. And don't forget to whack the bell button so that I know you're there and you know I'm there. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. I will see you again around Christmas, but I'm saying it now anyway. What are you going to do? Bye!